march on, Bahamas.
Could you clear the aisle, please? It is showtime. You're holding us up. Clear the aisles. Volume.
Come on.
Let's do it.
Go back to the aisle, boy. Let's go. Wake up early one morning, kiss my mama goodbye. Going back to the island, I say, don't worry, mama, don't cry.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the world-famous Atlantis Resort. This evening, the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture presents Cultural Award 2025, featuring Our Tea Connection and Baha Men, produced by Carolyn Vogt Evans. This is a Providence production. Our hostess, Miss Shanique Miller. It is showtime.
It was the 1st of May, a lovely day when you came into my life. The timing was right. There's one thing I want you to know. You'll get the best of my love. Hey, you'll get the best of my love. Don't you hesitate, don't you wait, pull me down. Let me know now. I'll get to you somehow. There's one thing that I want you to know.
this wonderful awards, cultural awards show. And we're going to get started this evening by having you look at and enjoy the story of the Tea Connection.
I grew up in Nassau, Bahamas. That's the capital of the Bahamas. And they had just one radio station, ZNS, which is the government-run station. And so because they had the one station, they played all kinds of music. And so that was my beginning of listening to music. And so that's the reason why, if you listen to my music, you would hear that a lot of different influences because, you know, they played so many different things. So when they played James Brown, I just went crazy. I mean, because he was so funky. And I never heard, I believe he invented it because I don't think I heard it before him. And then after that, you just heard so much. And then my music was informed mostly by Bahamian music, which is called rake and scrape. They have a lot of names for it. Rake and scrape, Junkanoo, Goombay, and stuff like that. And when I decided I was going to be in the business was when I had a birthday party that my parents threw for me because I did well in school. And so I had these three guys, they were the popular group in the islands, and they were playing at my birthday party in my yard. And once they started playing the way everybody felt about that, I had said, you know, that's the business I want to be in right there. I want to make people feel like they're making us feel. Because before that, I played and piano and everything like that. I was about, 13 years old or something like that. I've been playing just self-taught for a while. And that's when I really decided I was going to be a musician because I wanted that more than anything. I wanted to be what they were, you know. So that was my first introduction to thinking about my future career.
Now, as I make my way to center stage, band, can you give me a little rake and scrape? Let's go, let's do it, let's do it. And so you all, thank you, band, just a little bit, that's right, nice and easy. So the reason I did that is because I'm inviting each of you to get up this evening, have a little fun, particularly in the dance sessions. You get up and you do your little rake and scrape, your little move. Who's game? Let me see. Excellent. Let's move on this evening. And so this evening, we are here to celebrate and award two dynamic world-class bands who have, through the decades, brought the Bahamas to the world and the world right here to the Bahamas. In the cultural arena, there are others who have promoted and developed our versatilities and talents at world-class levels through various forms of expression: music, gospel, culinary arts, photography, visual arts, fashion, dance, drama, comedy, Junkanoo, and entertainment. And so this evening, we intend to honor these cultural icons in their own rights. Our first honorable mention in the area of culinary arts, our presenters are this evening Devon McPhee and Ruth Gardner.
Good evening, everyone. It is certainly a pleasure to be back on this stage, having demitted the stage some 30 almost years ago. I once performed on this stage as a performer. So tonight, it's not about me, but it's about our honorees. And I'm here to present the Culinary Arts Honorable Award to Baron Coley Austin. Baron Coley Austin, born on March 2nd, 1964 in Nassau, the Bahamas, is a visionary entrepreneur and community advocate dedicated in elevating Bahamian culture, tourism, and talent. A proud graduate of R.M. Bailey Senior High School, he began his career at the Ministry of Tourism before pursuing studies in New York and Corning, and coming later, completing a hotel management program at Cornell University. His extensive experience includes leadership roles at Bahamas Air, Addison Properties, Crystal Palace Resort and Casinos, and Atlantis. Byron made history by finding the Bahamas' first modeling agency, Model Management, and as president of the Miss Bahamas organization, he championed young Bahamian women on the global stage. About 15 years ago, he founded the Tiki Bikini Hut, a vibrant hospitality brand that embodies his belief that giving is living and reflects his passion for community and empowerment. Inspired by his son, Khalil Curry, Byron continues to shape the Bahamian landscape through his entrepreneurship, mentorship, and philanthropy. Our other honoree, Kirkwood Goldie Evans. Goldie's Conch House. Kirkwood Goldie Evans, born in West End, Grand Bahama, and raised in North Andros, displayed a strong entrepreneurial spirit from an early age. His journey into the culinary world began with a small conch salad stand on Bull Road, where his charm and distinctive gold jewelry earned him the nickname Goldie. For over 36 years, he has been a cultural and culinary icon in the Bahamas, building Goldie's Conch House into a beloved landmark known for authentic flavors, hospitality, and innovation. He is celebrated as one of the creators of the world-famous Sky Juice. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to honor these gentlemen this evening. Byron Coley Austin and Kirkwood Goldie Evans.
Here now to pay tribute to the Tea Connection is Mr. Keith Thompson of the Soulful Groovers, followed by Mr. Gladstone McEwen of the Will Power Band.
We apologize to Mr. Thompson. He is running late. And so, Mr. McEwen will take this time to give his tribute.
Good evening. Oh, I can't tell you all what a joy it is to be here. To live with my brother, T. Yeah. We go way back. We've got a lot of history. I've learned a lot from him. And he started me on the road without actually physically doing it to forming one of the best bands the Bahamas have ever had. So no further ado, my brother, this is for you and to you. As a young aspiring musician and band leader living in Grand Bahama during the early 70s, the first time I heard the T Connection recordings, they were the covers of Country Road by Elton John and Daniel by, oh, I got it wrong. It was Country Road by John Denver and Daniel by Elton John on ZNS. I was totally captivated. The stuff was so good. During that time, Bahamian music didn't sound like that. Didn't have that kind of quality, that kind of presence, that kind of professionalism. It was not there. The first time I heard them live was when the T Connection moved to Freeport. And they held a welcoming, or I should say introduction concert for them at the casino. And my band opened for them. And when I heard them, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. You know, coming from a Bahamian band and being in Nassau and hearing everybody else. It was like a cut way above. The music was so smooth and polished. The vocals were powerful and, I mean, full of harmony, very humorous. The entire production was a cut above the rest. From the first electrifying chord to the last lingering note, their work was an ambitious declaration of originality that deemed, and in my book, the T Connection as the top band in the country. I must say, just the collective virtuosity of its members. At that time, it was T. Kirkley, it was Kirk Coakley, Monty Brown, and Berkeley Van Bird, with Monks and Dave joining later. It was revolutionary. See, you have to been there, you know, because this was something different. This is like manna from heaven and music coming down. Yes, that's the way it was. They wove an incited tapestries, not just produce songs. You know, I call them tapestries. That's how nice they were. Of sound, and they blended, like T said in the little introduction movie that he had up there. You could hear the influence in the music of funk, disco, R&B, pop, rock, and even a touch of classic. All, you had everything inside of it. And their music came along with intelligent, lyrical lyrics, with clarity. Ladies and gentlemen, this song were a collection of artistry that refined, undefined Bahamian artists and music for our culture today. That's what Tito's did. The true statement to their greatness lies in the emotional weight of their songs and, of course, T's leadership. For music lovers globally, their tracks are more than mere background noise. They are indelible soundtracks to define definite moments in some of our lives, many people. The depth of the connection is why decades later, their music feels as intimate and immediate now as it was then. The world of music is richer and louder and infinitely more interesting because of the vision of T's connection and their boldness. Ladies and gentlemen, I conclude with this. The status quo, T did not follow. And I'm proud to say that that's the route that I took to with my music. He did not follow the normal trend. They became what they are And they did what they did because they moved to their own drummer. They didn't form the line and got in the line, and they did their own thing. So in my opinion, and to this day, to this very day, as far as bands goes in the Bahamas, the T Connection is the GOAT, greatest of all time. Thank you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the category of photography. Please welcome our presenter, education extraordinaire, Dr. Sophia Roll.
Good evening. I have the honor to present in two categories this evening, photography and visual arts. For photography, the honoree is Portia King. Ms. King is an international photographic artist. She attended Iona International School of Photography in Atlanta, Georgia. She is trained in all aspects of photography and the arts. She was the only professional female photographer in the Bahamas for 15 years. She is an icon, known for her creativity and unique style. Her work is epic. Her specialty is photography artistry. She has been a professional photographer for over 30 years, and she is also a philanthropist. Ms. King is a member of the Professional Photographers of America and the Vice President of the Professional Photographers and Videographers of the Bahamas. I give you Ms. King. Our next honoree, Mr. Kenneth Love. Kenneth A. Love is a visionary Bahamian artist whose lifelong passion for the arts spans architecture, engineering, and photography. Founder of the Eyes of Love photography studio and founding president of the Professional Photographers of the Bahamas. He has achieved international recognition for his exceptional artistry, and every time you see Mr. Love, he is in white. I give you Mr. Love. Our next category of honors are visual arts, and these are honorable mentions. The first is His Excellency Jamal Roll, who has an extensive biography. I will not read all of it. His Excellency Jamal Roll is a multidisciplinary artist, cultural diplomat, and visionary leader who has redefined Bahamian artistry on the global stage. And he has done this for over 2 decades, internationally acclaimed as this celebrity artist. He has immortalized world figures such as Pope Francis, President Barack Obama, and King Charles III. Through monumental works like the Island Cultural Icon sculptures and transformative public murals, Roll continues to shape the cultural and visual identity of the Bahamas. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if His Excellency is here. Do we have a representative for him this evening? Since I'm a Roll, I'll accept it for him. Our next honoree is Mr. Brent Malone, and he's receiving this posthumously, but his daughter is here to receive it, Marissa.
Born in Nassau, the Bahamas, Brent Malone was the first Bahamian to be awarded a distinction on the A-level art exam. He received a national diploma in design from the Ravensbourne College of Arts and Design in England before returning home to establish several art galleries in Nassau, including Bahamian Poetry Gallery, Loft Art Gallery, Temple Gallery, Matinee Gallery, the Ladder Gallery, and the NPCC, as well as the Marlborough Antiques. His work has been exhibited both locally and internationally, and is in the collection of many world leaders, including leaders from the United Kingdom, Canada, Mexico, Republic of China, St. Kitts, and Zambia. In 1994, he received the honor of MBE, presented by Queen Elizabeth II at Government House, Nassau. His work and legacy lives on in the Bahamian art community as a blueprint for artistic ingenuity and community service. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to present this award to my friend, Marissa, for her father.
Thank you very much. Are you proud of our icons? The people who have put the Bahamas on the map in a different way as wonderful and unique ambassadors? Well, here's another group. They're no strangers to the Bahamas. The Baha Men we first fell in love with, then as High Voltage. Remember that name? Remember that group? They have continued to make us proud, but let's have them tell their story.
What do the lyrics to the song mean? Great question.
It's actually a little bit more complex than it comes off.
Nobody really is concerned about dissecting a song to understand, oh, that is what he's singing about.
It ain't about dogs. Let's just say that.
Who let the dogs out?
But the party was nice, the party was pumping. Something about that song struck me, and I just thought, you know, someday if somebody got this record right, they could have the biggest hit in the world. I thought the guy was crazy.
Who let the dogs out?
The first 8 bars of this record took me 2 days to do.
This is where we recorded Who Let the Dogs Out.
We would be stacking hundreds of vocals, barking like a dog. And I came into the offices of London Records with this final mastered version of Who Let the Dogs Out. And the general manager of the label hated it.
It felt like everything was at stake.
We had no business plan. We had no investors. We had nothing. We just had the greatest record in the world.
When radio tells you no, you need to have a backup plan.
This could be possibly a part of pop culture in America. You serious? With pop music, you have to really hit the bullseye, or it's a complete miss.
The song is going to either make us or break us.
Here to pay tribute to our awardees is Mr. Christian Justilian.
Pleasant good evening, everyone. You know, it would take me forever and a day to speak about the contribution and just the awesomeness of these two groups. Let's give them a hand, please. I must say, their work has been continuing over the years in ways unimaginable. I'm presently an associate professor at the University of the Bahamas. And one of the things that I try to do is make sure that the next generation know about these artists. And they have been assisting in that vein in being guest presenters. Not long ago, Theophilus Coakley, just a fantastic friend and mentor, appeared in many of our classes. And just a few weeks ago, Isaiah Taylor and his group also presented for our music students at the university. So their work goes far beyond the wonderful music that they're creating. I just have two short stories that I want to tell about. The first one is about Theophilus Coakley. When I graduated in 1978, I remember a few years prior to that, at the Miami Edison Senior High School, where WMBM and WEDR, the two predominantly black radio stations, were playing a song called Groove to Get Down. And every weekend, we had these awesome parties before the pep rallies and the football games, and I had no clue who this music was produced by. And half of the school population, probably 100% of them actually, didn't know where this music came from, but we know it was awesome music. And on weekends, as teenagers, we'd gather and dance the Groove to Get Down. It is not until one summer I came home and I was watching the late night show with Johnny Carson. And he introduced this band. Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from the Bahamas, T-Connection. I almost fell off the sofa because I didn't know that this music that I was growing up with in America as a young student was produced by a Bahamian and was performed by a Bahamian. When I got home, I had no clue what I wanted to do with my life. I know I love music. I met a gentleman, Gladstone McEwen, who was sitting out there. And he had heard about my music ability, and he said, listen, I need to add some horns to Willpower Band. He said, we work at the Connection Room, which is where T-Connection was very, very popular. I had no instrument, didn't have much money at the time. He said, go and check T. I walked over to Casa Bahama and knocked on the door at his condo, and I said, good afternoon, sir. My name is Chris Justillion. I want to be a musician. And I've been offered a job with this band called Willpower, and I want to get a horn. And if I get this horn, I'm going to pay you right back, I promise. And he walked in the room, never met me before. Walked into the bedroom, came to the door, and peeled off hundreds of dollars. I flew to Miami the next day, got an instrument, and this is why I am here today. Let's give him a hand. T, you have been, through me, I'm going to tell you, blessing a whole generation of young musicians, persons like Nishi Ellis, Clay Adley, Cupid, those young persons. If it were not for you, those modern-day Bahamian entertainers would not be in the music business today. You got that ball rolling. I want you to know that. Thank you. Now, Baha Men, my goodness. I've had the pleasure of knowing Isaiah Taylor for such a long time. As High Voltage, frequently you would see me at Club Waterloo on stage with them playing, and we had many experiences together in the family islands, getting bite up with mosquito and sandflies as a horn player playing with their bands. I never forget Mangrove Key with those mosquitoes that could actually tote you and carry you away. But it was a wonderful experience performing with you and being a part of the many recordings in the early days as a brass player for things like Junkanoo and Funky Nassau, myself and my brother Yonel and bands for members of my band, the brass section in particular. You afforded me the opportunity to work and to experience the work ethic that you brought to the table. My friends, being a musician is tough business. I wouldn't have made it this far were it not for watching the hours and hours that T-Connection put in. Every time I would go around there, these guys are working and practicing. Every time I'd go around High Voltage, these guys are practicing and working. You know, even today, I cannot let that candle die for my band ambassador. Whether we're working or not, every week we practice, because that is the bug, that is the disease that I caught from these guys. Let's give them a hand for their contribution to the future of Bahamian music. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Thank you, bands.
Ladies and gentlemen, the category of fashion. Please welcome our presenter, a one-of-a-kind fashionist, Portia Nottage.
Good evening, everyone. How's everybody doing so far? Wonderful, wonderful. Sabrina Francis. Sabrina, a fashion visionary known affectionately as CB. Sabrina is a distinguished Bahamian designer whose creations have adorned weddings, proms, galas, pageants, lots of pageants across the world, not only in the Bahamas. She believes that the true success lies in taking a flashback and recognizing how your designs become part of other stories. Sewing since the age of 12, she rose from humble beginnings to become a trusted artist for clients seeking elegance and confidence. Among her many accolades, in 2009, she was selected to dress Miss Universe contestants in the native Bahamian androsia fabric. She collaborated with opera star Joanne Calendar on a show-stopping gown. And she was the first Bahamian designer to present an original piece at the Ebony Fashion Show. And I remember that because I think I sang the national anthem at that event, the Bahamian national anthem and the US national anthem. That was fabulous. Historic, actually. Today, Sabrina continues to enhance and enchant the fashion world with her creativity, warmth, and uncompromising excellence. She is a proud mother of 2 daughters, Georgette Sands, Jacqueline Robinson, and grandmother to Sahara, Summer, and Gabriella. Please welcome fashion icon number 1, Sabrina Francis. Brenda Knowles. Brenda Knowles, a proud Bahamian and granddaughter of suffragette Una Hasty, is a 4-time Bahamian Designer of the Year and president of the fashion group, designing for her labels Brinda, Ready to Wear, and Al-Kiki, I know Kiki, Dad, Haute Couture. Trained under renowned Canadian designers John Warden and Leo Chevalier, she also served as Yves Saint Laurent beauty consultant. While studying tourism and marketing at the University of Quebec, she became the first Bahamian to work at the Bahamas Tourist Office in Montreal. A fashion icon in her time, Brenda taught Bahamian fashion locally and internationally, and had later served as a clothing construction and design instructor at the Continuing Education Unit, College of the Bahamas, now the University of the Bahamas, and BTVI, an award-winning makeup artist, costume designer, and community leader. She is a former Zonta Club director and recipient of the 2008 Living Legends Award in Fashion. During the Bahamas' 50th anniversary, she was further honored with the King's Order of Merit as a fashion legend and icon, and that she is. Brenda knows.
The category of folklore and drama. Let's welcome your presenter, Therese Davis Nixon.
Very pleasant good evening, everyone. I hope you all are doing well. You look fantastic out there. I have the privilege of presenting Patrick Ramming. Patrick Ramming is a Bahamian architect, writer, and musician. For over 40 years, Mr. Ramming has exhibited a special commitment to the cultural and economic development of the Bahamas. Among his accomplishments are Atlantis Phase 1, right, we are here now, also the Nassau Market, and Bahamas Pompey Bay Straw Market. Ladies and gentlemen, you know him for six, what is it, 2 pieces, 6 and 4? There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for the incomparable Mr. Patrick Ramming.
Mr. Ramming is unable to be here tonight. We will accept it on his behalf.
Philip Burrows. Philip A. Burrows was born in Nassau, the Bahamas, on December the 10th, 1956. A 1974 graduate of Aquinas College, he is an accomplished Bahamian director, actor, and producer. His first appearance at the Dundas was in 1976 as a member of the Nassau Amateur Operatic Society in Hello, Dolly. And then in 1977, he appeared in their production of Fianna's Rainbow. He later put his musical ability to work as co-director of the E. Clement Bethel's Sammy Swain and of the first Bahamian opera, Our Boys. Of the latter, he was also responsible with Winston Sanders for the libretto. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Philip Burrows. He is not here, but I will accept the award on his behalf. Let's put our hands together for these two great giants, ladies and gentlemen.
Since the last cultural awards, we have lost many cultural giants, some who are members of this year's alumni, including the great Peanuts Berkeley Taylor, who was awarded at the last cultural awards. Let's pay honor to our fallen icons, and if we've left anyone out, we apologize, and they will be recognized formally at the next cultural award ceremony, 2027.
Ladies and gentlemen, the category of comedy. Please welcome our presenter for this evening, Princess Woods.
A pleasant good night. If you could see me wave, because I can't see you, I don't have my glasses on tonight. But I am giving the award to Claudette Cookie Allen. Claudette Allen is a celebrate veteran of the Bahamian performing arts community with a career spanning more than 50 years. She began her stage journey in 1970 as a member of the University Player, since performed locally and internationally. As a gifted storyteller and actress, productions such as The Chance, God's Trombones, Chippy, You Can Lead a Horse to the Water, Woman Take Two. A recipient of numerous awards, she is regarded as a true cornerstone on Bahamian theater. Please, Mrs. Allen isn't here tonight, but to receive her award, please welcome Vivian Minnis on her behalf. Up next, we have Edward Fields. Come on now, Mr. Fields, it's on. Rotary International Foundation Scholar, Most Outstanding Investigative Reporter for the Caribbean, Publisher, Associates, and Bahamas Supermarkets Foundation, and Scholar in 1977. He is not here tonight, but to receive his award is Mrs. Shonda Curry. Come on, y'all, let's get up for Miss Curry.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the Providence Dancers in A Little Bit More Love in Paradise.
So strong it'll never break. Hold me tight, it will be alright.
just a smile away. And we ain't got no time to waste. Just go out there and find a way, find a way. Oh. See this beauty in the struggle. Even if your life's a hustle, for sure, for sure. Keep a smile up on your face. Gotta find your happy space. The things can feel much better. I promise you. That's what it takes. That's what it takes to put a smile on my face. That's what it takes. That's what it takes to put a smile on my face. Smile. Smile on my face. Smile. Even though I love me, some cars and clothes and jewelry, that don't make me happy. It's the fact that I could smile. But don't misunderstand me. Even though my hair is nappy, I'm still grateful, I'm still happy, and I'm here for the ride. Every day is just a smile away. And we ain't got no time to waste. Just go out there and find a way, find a way.
Ladies and gentlemen, the category of dance. Let's welcome our presenters, mime and liturgical dancers, Gervard Green and Kenja McIntosh.
A pleasant good evening. Tonight we celebrate a group who has set the standard for dance group when dance was not what it should be recognized as. The New Breed Dancers. It was started by Mr. Alex Sabane, and he started while teaching at the C.C. Sweeting High School in 1970. The New Breed Dancers had many members, such as Lawrence Carroll, distinguished performing arts educator, choreographer, and cultural ambassador with over 50 years of dancing professionally and as an instructor. He has been recognized for his artistic excellence and youth development. Ladies and gentlemen, the ballet master, Lawrence Carroll. Miss Victoria McIntosh Josie. Miss Victoria is a qualified dancer. She has been dancing and working actively in the area of the performing arts for more than 50 years. She started her dance career in 1970 with Mr. Alex Devane. Miss Josie decided to enhance her dancing skills as she pursued a career in dance and teaching at the National Dance School. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Victoria Josie. Diane Knowles is a retired dance instructor of the Ministry of Education. For over 50 years of distinctive service, a talented dancer, choreographer, costume designer, as well as seamstress. She studied under Alex Devane, Madame Lavinia, and received a BA in dance education. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Paula Knowles. Johnson. Born in the beautiful island of Rocksound, Eleuthera, Christine is a passionate performer and educator of the arts with over 50 years of experience and inspiring students through drama and music. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Christine Forbes Johnson. The Bahamas and raised in Ross Corner, Roderick received his early training with the New Breed Dancers under the direction of Mr. Alex Devane. Roderick has a MFA in the performing arts and a BFA in dance teaching. Give it up for Mr. Roderick Johnson. Ladies and gentlemen, she is not here tonight, but I would like to give you some information about her. She too started her dance career with the C.C. Sweeting Senior High School with Mr. Alex Devane. Her love for dance encouraged Mr. Devane to have her join his dance company. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Wallace, Chiquita Wallace. Our last awardee in this session is Ms. Darnell Chipman Ward, the daughter of the great John Chippy Chipman. She was the first Black professional dancer right here on this stage at the Den Le Cabaret Theater. Miss Ward went on to becoming the entertainment manager here at the Atlantis showroom. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Darnell Chipman Ward.
Miss Chipman is unable to be here this evening, and so we accept that award on her behalf.
Accepting for Miss Ward. Thank you.
The category of liturgical dance. Let's welcome presenter Javard Green.
Good night, good night, good night. How everybody doing? Come on, you gotta talk back to me. How everybody doing? All right, that's good, that's good. I'm here to present on behalf of the very one and only Dr. Apostle Henry Higgins. Pastor Henry Higgins is the pastor of Creative Christian Art Ministry International and a respected cultural ambassador for the Bahamas. And he focused his life on building community centers focused on the youths. The one, the only Dr. Apostle Henry Higgins. And of course, what is Adam without Eve? What's a man without his lovely wife? The very one and only Dr. Ann Higgins. She's the co-pastor of Creative Christian Art Ministries, and she's a world-renowned dancer. If I could have sing, I would have sing the song, Isn't She Lovely? Isn't She Beautiful? The very one and only Dr. Ann Higgins.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Bishop Lawrence Rowe.
Yeah, you ought to been there. Come on. Been there. Been there when the Lord saved me. Yeah, you ought to been there. Been there. Been there when the Lord saved me. Hey, you ought to been there. Been there. Been there when the Lord saved me. Pick me up. Turn me around. Been there when the Lord saved me. Hey, you ought to been there. Been there. Been there when the Lord saved me. Put shoes on my feet. clothes on my body. Been there. Somebody scream. Wanna been there. Been there. Been there. When the Lord saved me. Shoes on your feet. Clothes on your body. Been there. Ow! Hey, you oughta been there. Been there. Been there. When the Lord saved me. Put shoes on my feet. Clothes on my body. Been there. Somebody scream. Shoes on your feet. Clothes on your body. Been there. Ow. Children, God is good. God is good. God is good. My God is good. Oh, when my friends walk away and leave me, walk away, leave me and go. Jesus, oh, we love you. Love you. Been good to me. Hey, 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 hey. Somebody say yeah. Hurricane Dorian could kill us. Hurricane Dorian could have killed us. But God is good. Ow! Good. God is good. My God is good. God is good. Good. God is good. My God is good. Somebody say yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Somebody say yeah. Somebody say yeah. When the dog shake their head and they say can't do you no good. Jesus, oh, we love you. We love you. Been good to us. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Somebody say yeah. Oh, you ought to been there. Been there. Been there. When the Lord saved me. Somebody scream! Somebody say, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey. Oh yeah. Ow! I want to position this. When peace like up. Sorrow, see, build the road. Overhead, for my Lord. Told me to say, it is well, with your soul. Yes, it is well. touch it, buffet. Don't try, higher will come. This, that's a show, runs control. Oh, that's right. Every God did my headless estate. And I shed his own blood for my soul. Children, it is way. What you say with your soul? It is well. Yes, it is well. Soul. Oh, it is well. With my soul. Don't say, touch it, buffet. Don't try, liars will come. Kids, let's enjoy. Run control. Oh, that cry. Every night. Headless estate. And I share his own blood for your soul. Children, it is well. Soul. It is well. Oh, it is well. It is well. It is well. It is well. What you say? What you say? It is well. 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 What you say? 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 We the mother. We the father. Bridge over. Troubled water. Jesus. 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 Somebody scream.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only, this performance the category of gospel. Let's welcome gospel artist and pastor, Jordan Gibson and Dwight L. Bristol.
Good evening, Cultural Awards. Come on, you can do better now. Put your hands together for yourselves tonight. Hallelujah. It is my esteemed privilege to introduce to you the Ramming Brothers. The Ramming Brothers are a cherished Bahamian gospel ensemble renowned for their rich harmonies and deep spiritual performances. The Ramming legacy endures today, inspiring through harmony, heritage, and hope. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ramming Brothers.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Presenting these awards to the sons and daughters of Andros. It was in 1979 that Mr. Fraser decided to form a gospel band with his family. Though his children were very young, he pursued his dream for his family. Their band was called the Sons and Daughters of Andros. They gained instant popularity throughout the Bahamas, but more notably in the island of his birth, Andros. The Sons and Daughters of Andros lent their talents to many national and international platforms with popular songs like Sit Down Servant, Rain Children, Christian Automobile, and the Dry Bones. Mr. Fraser and his band performed in many church and banquet settings. They held concerts and performed with other bands, both nationally and internationally. These performances caused them to be winners and recipients of many awards and trophies. They won the Andros Floating, which is still in their possession, the Bahamas Battle of the Giants Award, the Bahamas Music Award, 2 Malin Awards, and they graced their stage in Washington, D.C. to represent the Bahamas musically. These are just a few of the accolades attained by Mr. Fraser and a singer and songwriter. Let's welcome the sons and daughters of Andros. Well, if they're not here, I'm going to accept that award. I always wanted to accept an award anyway.
Ladies and gentlemen, the category of Junkanoo. Let's welcome presenter Ann Higgins.
Good night again. Tonight we will present to a Junkanoo Honorable Award to Mr. Quentin Barabbas Woodside. And tonight his mother is here to receive that award. Doesn't she look like she's about 16 years old? And this other person, we have heard all about him tonight and all the wonderful things that he has done and is still doing for our young men and women in the university, as well as Colors Junkanoo Group, Mr. Chris Justillion. Let's welcome him.
I saw some of you dancing when Bishop Roll was on, but all this good music and you're all just sitting there? I saw you. No, the camera was on you. I hope you know that. Yes, representing. Having a good time this evening? We are going to continue moving this along. It is important that we expose our youth and showcase them. It's equally important that they know their icons and celebrate them. In order to rejuvenate the entertainment industry, there can be no separation to achieve this one goal. We are all in it together. We must all endeavor to achieve world standards. We must all be a part of the solution, training, and development of our culture in all aspects, not only entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, here is a mix of the young and not so young. Here this evening, coming to us next, Riel Galanos, Leroy Butler, and David Funky D. Ferguson.
Fingers wrapped in golden rings, trying so hard to reach the throne. Seems like I had, feet of stone. So many millions in front of me, singing a never-ending melody. Must be only make-believe. It all seems so unreal. They can see me, but they don't somehow. I must be fading. I can wake up now, trying so hard to catch your eyes. They don't seem yet to hear my cry. Millions standing in front of me, singing a never-ending melody. Ooh, ooh, ooh. In our golden dreams, meadows, everything.
right, we going back to the island. Come on. Y'all ready? Come on, let me hear you put your hands in the air. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. We going back to the island. Yeah. Here we go. Let's do it. Wake up early one morning, kiss my mama goodbye. Going back to the island, I say, don't worry, mama, don't cry. Come on. All right, put your hands in together. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah. Check it out. Well, I'll be leaving on the Isles Mabel. I sure hope that she's still able. Sow the seed around 5 o'clock. I stand at my bow and see the dark. Order on the sea from dawn till dusk. Swimming in the blue hole is a must. That island where I was born. First thing I do is grow some corn. Come on. If you know it, let me hear you sing it. Come on. Going back to the island, I say, don't worry, mama, don't cry. Yeah. Come on, put your hands together. Big ups to Baha Men in the house. Yeah. Check it out. Yeah. I'll be cooking outside the iron port. Young when I learn, haven't forgot. I'll be kissing them black rabbis, they walking. Old folks smoking pipe and talking. Saturday night what we gonna do? Shake my belly. People, don't you understand? I live like a king. Wake up early one morning, kiss my mama goodbye. Come on. Going back to the island, I say, don't worry, mama, don't yeah. Come on, put your hands together. Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Come on, we can do it like this. Yeah.
Hey, ready?
Hey.
How you gonna get there?
By mailboat.
Hey, ready?
Hey.
How you gonna get there?
By mailboat. The party was pumping.
Yippee-yi-yo.
And everybody's having a ball. Hey!
Yippee-yi-yo.
Until the fellas started him calling.
Yippee-yi-yo.
And the girls respond to the call. I hear a poor man shout out, who let the dogs out?
Who
let the dogs out?
Who
let the dogs out?
Who
let the dogs out? City folk don't read about the many bucks get tell. Get back Fluffy, get back Scruffy, get back you please, take over girl. Come on, when the gentlemen get angry.
Hey, yippee-yi-yo.
And you get out in the hand.
Hey, yippee-yi-yo.
You tell me a man is part of the party. What they say? With a woman in front and a man behind. Hear a poor man shout out, who let the dogs out?
Who
let the dogs out?
Who
let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? A doggy is nothing if he
don't have a bone.
Who let the dogs out?
Who?
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Hello. I said hello. It's a Saturday night. It's a Saturday night. Put your hands together. Hey. Come on. Woo! Put your hand in the air. Woo! Saturday night in the Magic City is such a trip. I couldn't feel better than if I was riding on the motorship. Checking on the docks, she lost her fun. Watching them ladies getting down and singing that sexy bug. Watching them doing that sexy dance. Put you in the room for a little romance. Hey, you think I better set make some plans. Make you wanna come and take a chance. Come on, y'all. Saturday night and you're doing alright. Come on, y'all. I'm doing alright on a Saturday night. Saturday night and you're doing alright, yeah. I'm doing alright on a Saturday night. Listen, living it up in the mindset, taking the place. Everybody shaking, everybody dancing all over the place. Hugging and squeezing, teasing, and making me play. Getting on down with the ladies dancing the night away. Say when you love this place I found. It's the heart of bass that chicken town. The DJ plays on the latest sound. Make you wanna get up and party down. Put your hand in there. Saturday night and you're doing alright. It's Saturday night. Doing alright. It's Saturday night. Come on. Alright. Saturday night and you're doing alright. I'm doing alright. It's Saturday night. Let's get down. Alright. Hey, are you ready? Are you ready? Somebody say, Saturday night? I can't hear you. Yeah. Put your hands up. Come on. Woo. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, remarks by the President of the Bahamas Musicians and Entertainers Union, Mr. Frank Hanner.
Having been established, good evening all. This evening I am so proud and elated to be present at an event that celebrates who we are and at a time when we can boast that the Bahamas has two outstanding world-class bands, having achieved world recognition and exposing the Bahamas to the world. I am encouraged by the uphill efforts of the Cultural Commission in advocating for the rejuvenation of the entertainment industry. I am encouraged with the proposed performing arts school. I am more encouraged with the development of new properties to generate employment for our artists. With these cooperative initiatives, I am concerned that all the training and resources invested in our artists, many find themselves having to look elsewhere for employment. While we encourage artists to reach a world-class status and explore different genres of music, they must be able to live in their country and work if they so choose. Our artists need to be able to nurture their craft without having to have a bread and butter job. That being said, to our awardees, who are pioneers and have won against the odds, we the musicians and entertainers of the Bahamas, thank you for keeping hope alive and encourage you to continue achieving even greater world-class status in your craft. Please share your experiences and skills with young Bahamians and young artists. Learn as much as you can. Thank you.
The category of entertainment. Let's welcome Bahamian artist and music educator Wendy Lewis and Sune Russell.
Good evening, everyone. Are you still here with us tonight? After Mr. Energy himself, Funky D, did that one number, I'm surprised. I'm wide awake now. So before I begin, I would just like to say, Before we begin with these entertainers, Sweet Emily, Funky D, Eddie Minnis, and Miss Wendy Lewis herself, and Mr. Ira Storr on stage, I just want to say a special thank you to them, and also Krista Stilling sitting in the audience tonight, and so many of you over the years as an educator, when I called upon you to come into the schools to just share with my students, you were always so giving, and I want to say thank you as we continue to teach the youth about our Bahamian culture. Sweet Emily Williams, Queen of Junkanoo. The Queen of Bahamian Music Entertainment is recognized as an extraordinary Bahamian with character and integrity. A woman who can be depended upon to be the kind of example the generation seeks to example. And Emily is also a pace setter in the females in the music industry in the 1990s and has worked alongside some of the finest male talents we have here in the industry. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Sweet Emily Austin Williams. She is not here tonight, and so we will continue the tribute.
Please give it up for Sweet Emily, y'all. I think y'all can do better than that. Y'all see how I almost fall on? What y'all was gonna do? Y'all was gonna help me or what? Now, this next awardee, he just electrified the stage. We are talking right now about David Funky D. Ferguson. Funky D is a true entertainer and one of the most respected Bahamian recording artists. He performs at numerous national events, festivals, concerts, and is the resident entertainer at Super Club's Breezes. He performs calypso and soca and was voted Bahamian Entertainer of the Year for the 1993 by the Association of Performing Arts of the Bahamas. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand on your feet, both of them, as we bring out the incomparable Funky D.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bahamian artist Eddie Minnis was born in 1947 in Nassau, Bahamas. He remembers drawing at primary school, and his mother always encouraged him to go outside to paint. He received his formal education at St. John's College in Nassau, Bahamas, where he participated in his first art exhibition.
He is an alumnus of Chelsea Pottery, where he spent a lot of his time after school. In 1971, he received a BSc degree in architecture from McGill University in Montreal, Canada. However, since his first love has always been painting, he decided to pursue a career in art instead. Ladies and gentlemen, in Mr. Minnis's absence, please still let's give a rousing round of applause to the amazing Eddie Minnis.
Hello once again. Did you enjoy this evening? Are you enjoying this evening? I like that. You know, it's him right back there. It's you. Stand again. That's right. You all zero in on him. I mean, take a close shot. This part of the program, we want to thank everyone that made this evening possible. And so bear with me as I call their names and acknowledge them for the great assistance they provided this evening. We wish to thank the staff and management of the Atlantis Resort and Casino. Thank you to the entire cast of this evening's production, the commission, the staff of the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture. Thank you to all of our sponsors, the Dropbox offices, Providence Production, the National Youth Guard, Shanique Miller, that's me? Yes. Yeah, I'll just turn this way so the light can face me. Thank you, yes. Thank you. Sound Crate, Apex Awards, ZNS, Government Printing Department, and of course, all our presenters. We also want to say a big thank you to the 17 Shop, the Nail Lounge, Escape Travel, Musicians Entertainment Union. Thank you all so, so much. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you're in for a special treat. Get ready as this wonderful, talented group of dancers present our wonderful finale dance.
Listen, everybody, let me tell you something. It's time to change the way you move.
Won't you feel that beat? The vibe is on fire, you need that heat. Hot and sexy like Miami. It's war on the floor, go call the army. We don't care about no drama. We make it sweat like a sauna. Make the winter to feel like it's summer.
No lie, no lie. I'm attracted to the motion. It's like the ocean. No lie, no lie. Got me wrapped up in emotion. It's my potion.
We get up the fire, 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 fire. Get up the fire, 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 fire. We get up the fire, 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 fire. Get up the fire, 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 fire. We gonna light it up. We gonna bring them the fire. We gonna light it up. We gonna bring them the fire.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Providence Dancers. Lead dancer, Galvin and Jamaica. Our hostess, Miss Shanique Miller.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2025 awardees. And I invite you gentlemen to stand. The T Connection and Baha Men. Kindly turn and face the audience. Audience, these are our icons. These men who have represented us around the world, have global hits, and have just done amazingly in music, arts, and entertainment. Gentlemen, thank you very much. Now, if you can kindly make your way to the stage.
Let me tell you something, it's time to change the way you move. You don't have to worry, even say you're sorry when you hear the Junkanoo. If you see the rhythm of a new sensation, makes you want to get up and dance. Shake your body, shake you crazy, jump around and count like you're mad. Dance to the Junkanoo, shake to the Junkanoo, jump to the Junkanoo, whine the Junkanoo, move to the Junkanoo, groove the Junkanoo, twist on time.
Could I have your attention, please? Could the T Connection kindly move over to your right and Baha Men over to the left? That's right. T Connection over by Shanique, Baha Men over. Thank you so much. Move over more, Baha Men. Ladies and gentlemen, Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture, Mr. Mario Bolag.
And now Mr. Boleg will present our 2025 awardees, their trophies.
T Connection members, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, our 2025 awardees.
Ladies and gentlemen, Outstanding Mounts is a member of both T Connection and the Baha Men. So he gets double honor tonight. Minister, if you'd be so kind as to give the plaques to the Baha Men afterwards.
Ladies and gentlemen, members of Baha Men, Herschel Small, Patrick Carey, Anthony Flowers, Rick Carey, Jeffrey Shea, Ken McKenzie, Dyson Knight, Mateo Winder, and the leader of Baha Men, Isaiah Taylor. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Baha Men. ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to stand on your feet as we give a rousing round of applause to T Connection and Baha Men.
Connection, Theophilus Coakley.
I want to thank
Okay. Turn on his mic, please.
This is indeed a great honor. This is indeed a great honor. Good to have these guys with me, Dave Mackey, Anthony Flowers, who contribute so much to the band. I want to also say a big shout out to Ray Munnings in the beginning of the end for getting the ball rolling with Funky Nassau. And Baha Man for keeping the thing going, man. Thank you. And I want to say thank you to the Bahamian people. You were with us from day one, all the way from the show club to Nassau Beach to Freeport. Some of you too young to remember the show club, but a lot of y'all were in Freeport with us and so on. You've been so good to us, and I don't know how to thank you, but thank you very much. I'd like to say also a shout out to Sir Lyndon Pendling for giving me a pep talk when I was 16 years old. And he said, we're going to win the next election, and we're going to go independent, and you better do your part. So I had to do it, right? So I want you to go as far as you can go. I said, I will, sir, and I hope I did. So thank you all very much. And also, wait 1 second. I also want to say thank you to Berkeley Van Bird, who's in heaven right now. Thank you, my friend. You were so great to this group. And I know you have that big voice happening up there, too. Monty Brown, best rhythm guitar player in the world. Rest in peace, my brother. Rest in peace. Thank you very much.
Well. Y'all having a good time? This is quite a surprise. And I'm really, really humbled right now. This is so special. Put a few words together for y'all on behalf of Zaya. Good evening, everybody, once again. Let me know if I'm messing this up. All right. On behalf of Mr. Isaiah Taylor and Baha Men, we would like to acknowledge God and give thanks for all that he has done for us in our career and personal lives. Seriously. I do believe our faith in him has continued to help us rise above all the challenges. To the Prime Minister of the Government of Bahamas, Honorable Philip Brave Davis and Mrs. Davis, who are not here right now. Deputy Prime Minister, Honorable Chester Cooper and Mrs. Cooper. Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture, the Honorable Mario Boleg and Mrs. Boleg. I prepared. To all of the organizers of this prestigious event, we are truly, truly grateful for this honor. Let me also extend our most sincere condolences to Chairman Mrs. Carolyn Vogt Evans and her entire family on the passing of a mother. Let's just have a little moment of silence, please. Thank you so much. It has been over 25 years since I have been a part of Baha Men. But this band's legacy has existed for almost 50 years, right, Zaya? Almost 50 years? from, well, that's 92, but I'm talking about like high voltage as well. That's a part of it as well.
Voltage itself. Remember, you wasn't even born yet. Your mother was carrying you on stage. So that's, you know, that's a long.
You want to state the year?
No.
I figured that. All right. Well, we've been through so much together. The highs, the lows, and we have achieved the greatest accolades in music by the grace of God. I'm thankful. Currently, I can honestly say I still feel great pride in helping to build on this legacy that is Baha Men today. We are proud of the musical legacy and honored to continue to represent our country by sharing Bahamian culture to the world. However, we find gratitude in seeing our fans, old and new, grow and change with us throughout our journey. Thank you, and God bless the 242.
Gentlemen, Minister Mario Bolag. We still have a performance, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, let me take this opportunity to thank the Cultural Commission led by Ms. Carolyn Vogt Evans and her team, and all of those who partake and ensured that this event was a very successful one. Then I want to congratulate the T Connection and Baha Men for the job they have done to fill the gap to bridge the generation from the past, present, and the future. And so with that being said, I will say all of you do enjoy the night, and good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, please hold your seat as we are graced with a performance by T Connection. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us at this year's Cultural Awards 2025. If you had a great time, let me hear you make some noise. Once again, thank you to Carolyn Vogt Evans and the entire team. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
LaDawn Davis. This is ZMS.
The year was 1969 when three friends, William Robbins, Robert Blum, and Thomas Evans, who were members of the Lyford Key Club, embarked on a journey of philanthropy that would help shape the lives of Bahamians for decades to come. Their original mission was to provide grants to local charities, and this mission was expanded to offer scholarship programs that would change the lives of countless Bahamians. Together, the Lyford Key Foundations envisioned a Bahamas where every Bahamian would be empowered to reach his or her full potential.
I think through life, we have been afforded people who come into our lives to help us and to assist us. And I like to call them destiny helpers. And I consider the Lyford Key Foundation to be a destiny helper.
Dream, love, succeed. We are Lyford Key Foundations, and this is our journey. On this journey, we will share our story
and the stories of scholars who represent thousands of Bahamians who belong to our Lyford Key Scholar family,
and continue to build a better Bahamas.
When I first learned that I was a recipient of the Lyford Key Foundation Scholarship, I cried. I felt like everything came together at that moment.
I don't know if there are any words to describe how I felt, because I honestly did not think that I was going to win the award.
It was just a huge sense of relief and excitement knowing that I would be able to pursue my education abroad.
I think the saying goes, third time's a charm, because it was my third time applying to be a Lyford Key Scholar, and
I remembered winning a Lyford Key Scholarship like it was yesterday, but for me that happened in 1996. So I think I'm losing track of time. But I remember the joy that I felt when that happened.
Proud, honored, excited, a little afraid.
Honored to be able to get that award, and for what it meant in terms of my education was a really great feeling.
I was just overly excited because I was like, is this really happening? The Lyford Key award is so prestigious.
It was the opportunity to live out a passion, to find a purpose, and obviously to come back to the Bahamas and help to try to pioneer an industry that was desperately needed here.
That scholarship set me off on a journey that would change the course of my life.
I don't think I'd be doing what I'm doing now if that didn't come through for me.
So Lyford Key Foundations as an organization really just symbolizes the concept of philanthropy in the Bahamas for me. A group of people at a leadership level decided to make really major investments in this country that started with things like, yes, funding Bahamians to go abroad to school, but also a multi-million-dollar investment in UB for their library, looking at projects more recently like Hurricane Dorian and food relief for COVID. You know, these are transformational investments in the country.
Very many highlights, very, very, very many. Being a cultural ambassador for the Bahamas, definitely, and the closest thing to my heart is being a teacher.
It allowed the small light that would have been a part of my life to hopefully shine for other persons. So right now, we have over 60 employees across 3 offices, US, here, and in Turks and Caicos. So I think just the opportunity to open doors as the first Bahamian coastal engineer in a time where climate change, sea level rise, intensifying hurricanes is just more relevant than ever. I think it was an opportunity for us to start to point the light on something that is probably the biggest single issue of our generation.
So I've been throughout the world, from Vancouver to Jamaica to Glasgow, Scotland, trained in Strasbourg, France, Hamburg, Germany. It's a great blessing, which was started with receiving the first scholarship with Lyford Key Foundation.
Piano is my #1 instrument, but strings is my #2. And I think the highlight for me as a performer was playing on the Chicago Symphony Orchestra Hall stage, playing Tchaikovsky's Serenade for Strings. And for me, playing violin in the same hall as the Chicago Symphony was for me the greatest highlight from those 3 years that the Life at Key Harry Seymour Scholarship afforded me.
So I had the unique opportunity to work for the Bellagio Resort and Casino in Las Vegas. It instilled a degree of service excellence that I really wanted to bring home with me and contribute to our industry, because tourism and hospitality is our #1 industry. It's our economic engine. Island Destination Services is an award-winning destination management and special events company. I wanted our company to be the fuel that helped other businesses grow. I knew that my global network and experience could help take Bahamian businesses to the next level.
So, at actually a pretty early point in my career, I had this amazing opportunity to become the COO for an international financial services firm in the Bahamas, and I was under 30 at the time. It's been an absolutely great part of my career. While my passion has been financial services for a long time, I always kind of had this interest about coffee and tea, and I would always joke that, I would take a hiatus one day and do something in this world. And so I've started this small business. For me, it's just about kind of getting the word out there about, how good coffee, fresh coffee and tea can be and how easy it can be to make. The whole idea is to, have a delivery service where I can get it to people's homes, make it easy for them, and, kind of help to grow the coffee scene in the Bahamas.
One of the most memorable community service initiatives that we facilitated with a corporate client was our donation to the Bahamas Red Cross of 3,000 hurricane disaster preparedness kits. In just 6 minutes, we had 600 visitors package 3,000 hurricane disaster preparedness kits. That experience combined the joy of travel with the joy of community service. And for me, nothing felt better. And this is something that the Life at Key Foundations have done for decades.
With COVID came, and through our coaches' guidance, the pivots to get us involved in other things, really, to keep our team busy. And so we've had several of them. Such pivot we did was into Eden Farms, which is a hydroponic containerized farming startup. This was just the perfect timing as we talk about food security, climate controlled, organic, pesticide-free growth. And so we have one of the farms there, and we have expansion that's currently underway to be able to provide healthy, fresh, locally grown produce that couldn't grow in our climate before.
I think I struggled for a while to sort of figure out how art could contribute to the community the way that medicine could. And obviously, you can't compare the two, but this is definitely the type of impact that I wanted to have and what I wanted to bring to this country. So community projects where I'm able to engage children or different community members to help me execute the murals.
I was really fortunate to have that opportunity after university to work abroad, but then more importantly, to be able to bring that experience back to the Bahamas, and that was something that was really important to me. So I knew that I wanted to have the exposure of working in some of the larger markets in New York and in London, but my heart was always in the Bahamas, and I wanted to come back and kind of be able to give back from that perspective.
My reach is definitely the children, the next generation. Sending the message of culture and the importance of culture of this country to the next generation, because even now in this pandemic, coming out of this, culture is what's gonna make our country shine.
I have a youth group called Grace Generation where I work with young people through music and singing, vocal training. I'm also working on projects on the side where I'm teaching acting. I'm also working on helping to produce shows that will begin to give platform and space.
I am in the very fortunate position, since I have returned home from university, that my work, my profession, is how I'm able to achieve meaning and a sense of giving back to the community. So I'm just incredibly lucky. We get to do work that is meaningful to us, and it is how we make our living. It's, we get up every day and know that we're, our purpose in going to work is to try and make a difference in somebody else's life, and that's just a very rewarding experience that we're fortunate to have.
One of the challenges for me as a classical musician is, how do I take what I do, which may seem very highbrow, and really make it relatable to the next generation? 5 years ago now, I decided that I would come up with this concept called Adventures in the Arts. Adventures in the Arts is an edutainment series concept, so a combination of entertainment and education and putting it together and creating an experience like none other where I combine not just piano playing, but all of the performing arts with visual arts, with history, with culture, with politics, all of these areas. And we've reached over 1,000 students in our public and private schools during those years.
Well, the biggest thing that I'm trying to concentrate on is prostate cancer. Prostate cancer is killing too many of our Bahamian men, even at a relatively young age, in their early 50s. Needlessly, prostate cancer is probably the easiest cancer to pick up and to cure. I'm confident in saying that I am improving the community in terms of health on a daily basis. So because of that, Life at Key Foundation has a very important role in me being able to provide that.
Chase your dreams. And I say that not in a cliche way. I mean, find something that you're passionate about, something you enjoy. Growing up, I enjoyed going to the beach. It's a very simple thing. And you mightn't think that there could be a career in that. But the opportunity to be able to make beaches is something that, until I was 20, I didn't even know existed. And if it wasn't for Life at Key to have gotten me into the environment, into the studies, to even be able to open my mind to what that was, then I wouldn't have been here today.
In terms of the scholars or future scholars or present scholars, I think it's very important that we decide to, once we do achieve our education, that we come back home. There's so many of us, we never speak about it, the brain drain, where there's so many academically gifted and skilled persons that never return home. So it's not always an easy journey to return home, but I think that as Bahamians, and I think I'm a nationalist, and I want to, even though it might be more difficult for me to have returned home, I'm glad that I started on that role. So yes, please come home.
There really are unlimited possibilities of opportunity. But when you grow in a small island, your world is pretty small. And I think as the doors open for you, you realize that there is a lot bigger world out there. And with that process comes the opportunity to allow others to move along with you and move beyond you one day.
I want to say to other scholars that we have been given a great gift, but to whom much is given, much is expected. And we have a responsibility to continue the culture that Life at Key Foundation has started, which is to continue to give.
You know, I've said many times that working for Life at Key Foundations in this past decade as a member of this team is my proudest professional accomplishment, and remain extremely proud and honored to have been a part of the work that we do. I think it's fantastic that it's been going so strong for 50 years, and I hope to see that continue, for many years to come, and I'm sure it absolutely will. And I think we all have to continue to support the foundation and the educational framework in the Bahamas to really help us to continue to grow the Bahamas in many facets and give back to the younger people in our community. I guess I'd like to say to donors and board colleagues, obviously, how grateful we are for what they've done over 50 years in seeing the Bahamas as important enough to make this type of investment.
Life at Key Foundation, to me, was a platform and a gift.
They are always the people behind the people. And I feel like they are the driving force that helps so many people to succeed in our country.
We have to be true to who it is that we are. And Life at Key gave me a chance all the way back then, and I ran with that. My thing is, it doesn't matter where you are, what your background is. Once you're given a chance, just run with it. Just take it as far as you possibly can go with it.
Getting that scholarship and putting myself through school with the help of the Life at Key Foundation made me feel like I could do anything, Anything was possible after that.
Hope.
Life at Key Foundations continues to shape the future of the Bahamas through consistent investments in scholarship and grant programs designed to uplift and strengthen our nation. moving Bahamians forward, upward, onward, together. March on, Bahamaland.